What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scott Evans here. It's time for episode 8 of the Ask Hunters for Life show. We've got some great questions for you guys, so we're just going to get right into it. Make this video short and sweet. We've got some valuable content to bring you guys. Hope you enjoy. First question. Our buddy Frederick on Facebook wants to know, what is your favorite YouTube channel to watch? Truthfully, for outdoors, probably Uncut Angling or In-Depth Outdoors. But as far as favorite overall YouTube channel to watch is hands down Gary Vaynerchuk's YouTube channel. You can either type in Gary V with 2 E's and you'll see his picture there. He's got thousands of videos and every single one of them is just $1 million content. So if you guys want to get out, brand yourself, build a business, or just need a little bit of help in your life, Gary V is your boy. Next question. The Henster off of Snapchat wants to know, why do you only do 10 questions per episode? Truthfully, I mean, if I'm lucky enough to get your attention for 5 to 10 minutes, I'm happy. Anything over 10 questions would be a really long video. And it seems like everybody today has kind of got a short attention span. So we keep it at 10 questions an episode. The Dino Man off Instagram wants to know, have you ever been sturgeon fishing? If not, do you plan to do so? Great question. Haven't been yet. It's one of our goals to catch a sturgeon, so we do plan to. I think this April we're going to go out to the Rainy River area. We got a great partner out there who claims to be able to catch 60 lake sturgeon in a day, with the big ones being 60 plus pounds, or 60 plus inches, I'm sorry. And so hopefully this April we'll be able to get out there, and fingers crossed, and catch our first sturgeon. Obviously you guys know we'll bring you video coverage of that. Should be exciting. Wasting Bullets says, hey everyone, I remember you guys talking about bear hunting. What do you guys use for bait? Last season was our first season doing it on our own. We were going with guides before that and didn't have too much success. So we decided to strike out on our own and, roll the dice and see if it was going to turn out. Had some incredible bears on camera. Sadly, we only have one tag in our group and it just didn't happen, but we had a couple 100-pound bags of sugar cones. We had a couple 100-pound bags of the cookie part of an ice cream sandwich. We had either 20 or 25-pound blocks of vanilla frosting. I mean, these things were like, no joke, like this big around. Honestly, we were sitting there scooping some up with our fingers and eating it while we were baiting the bears. And then we had 5-gallon buckets full of this cherry caramel mix that you would be like in in desserts, and then a couple 5-gallon buckets of apple pie mix, on top of a couple 10-gallon jugs of fryer grease that we were putting all over the ground, and in theory that the bear or any animal would walk through that, and then their footprints would go and track that scent through the woods, and the bears would be able to follow that scent trail back to the bait pile. And then for a little extra kick, we were taking vanilla extract and putting it in a spray bottle and spraying it up in the trees, kind of get the wind to pick it up. And every single bait we put out got hit within 24 hours. Average size bears, probably 200 to 300 pounds, but we had one that was probably every bit of 500-600 pounds coming in at night. I mean, you wouldn't be able to stick your hand in between this bear's belly and the ground. It was that big. But we're hoping to have a re-encounter with him this season. Thank you for that question, brother. Our buddy Hunter off of Facebook says, I just downloaded Audible. What books are you listening to right now? I love questions like this. Right this second, we are re-listening to some books because they're that good. And the nice thing about Audible is if you're an attentive listener, you can speed it up to 2.5, 3 times speed, so you can listen to the book 3 times, and the time frame it would take one person to read it. I'm not saying you go out and do that right away. Start with like 1.5 times speed, get used to that, turn up to 2, and kind of just keep building from there. But right now we're listening to Ask Gary V, or to Ask Gary actually is the name of the book. It's by Gary Vaynerchuk, and kind of where we got the inspiration to do these shows. But aside from that, You Are a Badass. That's an incredible book. We've re-listened to that one this morning. A great start, though, if you're just getting on Audible, is for sure got to be Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It really talks about the difference in mindsets between successful people and unsuccessful people. Put that a little bluntly, but yeah, great book. Ross Boss wants to know, what are your biggest motivators? It's gonna get kind of weird. Well, one of our biggest quotes that I look at every day is legacy over currency. It's truthfully not about how much money you can make, but it's about what you can do with that money. So one of the things that I look forward to is honestly my funeral. I want to help millions and millions of people go out and do whatever they want to do by the time I die, and in turn I want the majority of those people to come to my funeral. Now, it's not going to be something I can watch, but it's a terrifying thought to think, when I die, that people won't be able to take time out of their day to come and honor what we've done. So yeah, my biggest motivator is legacy over currency, and everybody that we've helped out showing up for our funeral. Thank you for that question, brother. Our buddy Megan on Snapchat wants to know, what do you spend the majority of your time on? Going deep with this one. Well, we've only got 24 hours in a day. I'm cut my sleep time down to probably about 7 hours. Been able to stay healthy and stay productive with that amount of sleep. So right now we've got about 12 hours a week that go towards our college education. Probably another 4 to 6 hours a week that go towards homework and studying. Probably spend about 40 to 60 hours a week right now working, building Hunters for Life, working on our books, working on our videos. And then every second that I'm not sleeping or doing school or doing business is hunting and fishing. Definitely looking forward to another break. I think our first one coming up is Thanksgiving break. Got like a week off, so we're going to spend the entire week bringing you guys, at least shooting content for hunting and fishing videos, and then we'll have stuff to release when we have to go back to the grindstone of college. Great question. This is a good one. It's on here, I gotta ask it. Trump 2016 on Instagram wants to know, what are your political views? Well, I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican. I'm an American. My views on politics are I literally don't care, really. Until there's people telling me that I can't do what I want to do, I'm not going to care. I took a political science class last year, and the first two things that this guy tells me is, Scott, your vote doesn't matter, and Scott, only one election has ever been decided by one vote. And that was pretty much my deciding factor on politics right there. Realize that, it's just not, in my opinion, if you're self-actualizing, you know exactly what your legacy is going to be, exactly what you want to do, you shouldn't be looking to a politician to help you out. So yeah, honestly, just an American, trying to live the American dream. Our buddy Bassin Bass on Instagram wants to know, what's your favorite color Senko? A lot of people, think this Senko works great for this body of water, this Senko works great for that body of water. Truthfully, Senko works great in any body of water, regardless of the color. My two favorite colors, though, for sure, are rainbow trout. It's like half green on top and half pink on the bottom. And then baby bass is another great color. It's like a medium tone green, solid color. And then the goby color is what we caught those two big smallmouth out on Lake Michigan on. Got a video about that. You can go check it out. It's somewhere down around here. A 4-pounder and a 4.8 on a Senko worm. My tried and true, number one, hands down, favorite bass lure. All right, last question from our buddy The Man on Snapchat. Gary Vee wrote a great book called Ask Gary. Don't know if you have read it. Just wanted to know if you plan to make a book from these videos. Incredible book, aside from just being an incredible entrepreneur and an incredible just person. Gary Vee is the sole 110% inspiration behind these videos. And yes, when we hit our 100th episode, that's what we've got this plan for, is do 100 episodes. If you guys keep asking questions, we'll get there. But yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to section these out into categories or chapters, if you will. We'll have, fishing, maybe coming down to bass fishing, coming down to pike fishing. We'll do hunting, hunting tips, hunting seasons. And then we'll have, cause being a motivational speaker and just trying to just help everybody that, thank God, looks up to us and, values our opinion and wants our help. We'll have a lot of chapters on, philosophies towards success, work ethic, just stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for a book. That one will be a lot quicker to write because we'll already have all the content out. We just got to filter it into, specific categories and go from there. But yes, I love Gary Vee. You got the inspiration from him. If you don't know him, go check him out. Tell him Hunters for Life sent you. No, I'm just kidding. But that's all we've got time for this episode 8 of the Ask Hunters for Life show. It's your Vice President Scott Evans here. You guys keep asking the questions. We're going to keep answering them. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. Happy adventures.